Hello, hello. I'm gonna try to seal up these first diamond paintings that I did before I get started on a new one. I haven't done this yet. I'm hoping it's not going to be super stinky. It says instructions for use. Please make sure that your diamond painting is completely dry. Now, why on earth would it be wet to begin with? That's weird. 2, open the cap and squeeze a small amount of sealant onto the diamond painting. Use a brush to apply evenly on the surface. 3, let sit for 20 minutes until the sealant is completely dry. Oh, that's good. It doesn't actually take that long. That'll be cool because we'll be able to see from start to finish how it turns out, because I'm certainly going to be on for longer than 30 minutes working on another diamond painting. So these are the first 2 that I did. Yeah, this came in a kit with tools. Came with one of these rubber spreader thingers. That's the technical term, I'm certain of it. And a brush and another brush. What the difference is between the 2 brushes, I don't know. But I think one is more firm than the other. And this is for spreading the goop, the liquid. So we'll give it a try. How is everyone? How are y'all doing tonight? We did a public live earlier tonight. First one, I think, in a little while. I mean, we did the live talking about when I ended up in the hospital, which, by the way, that bill came yesterday. Good times. The bill for the ambulance. And we did the one from Valentine's Day, but that's it, I think. We've just been really busy. So this was like the first. Man, I hope this works out. I feel like I'm ruining her stuff. It's the first live that we've really done in a while for just the general public. So, people have been complaining, and hopefully that satisfies them until Wednesday when we do it again. Look at this. It's like sitting on, so they aren't kidding. You really don't need a lot because it's like sitting on top like a puddle, trying to spread it to the edges so it will go in between all of the gems. And I'm guessing it just dries up like clear, like glue, and holds everything in place. So the last couple of hours have been not so much fun because I found out that there was an issue with our merch design that did not show up when I designed the merch. Doesn't show up on the order pages, but for some reason it's not printing properly. So someone reached out to me and said, hey, I just got my stuff and I don't think it's supposed to look like this. And she sent me a photo. And sure enough, it's definitely not supposed to look like that. So then I had to figure out, is it just hers? Because all of the stuff gets printed at different places. There's like different regional print centers. So I didn't know if it was just the place she got it from, or if it was the design itself. So I looked at the item she was showing me, which was a hoodie. And I looked up who else bought that same hoodie, and I reached out to someone. I said, "Hey, can you please share a photo with me?" And she did. And sure enough, same problem. So that tells me that it's not the print center, that it's the design itself, the file that they used to do the printing, which is really upsetting because I don't know why on earth these people who do this for a living wouldn't have looked at that. It looks horrible. Like, why wouldn't you have looked at that and said, this is not right. Let's reach out to the client and say, I think there's a problem with your file and you might want to fix it before we go sending all these people this merch. So then I got to thinking, well, shoot, is it just that one particular item or is it all the items in that series? So I do some more digging, find out it's all the items in the series. And then I get to thinking, is it just the pink design or is it the blue design too? So I do some more research and have more people send me photos just to find out that it's the blue design too. So now I have to get a hold of the merch company tomorrow. Well, I already sent them a message, so they'll get a hold of me tomorrow. And we have to dig into this further and find out exactly what went wrong. Everybody's merch is going to get replaced because I'm not going to have people paying for stuff that's not the way it's supposed to be. So good times. But I would like to say, if you purchased an item from the Badge of Honor merch line, I don't care what item it is, if it's a mug or a shirt or a water bottle or a notebook, anyone who purchased any items from the Badge of Honor line, if you could please get me a photograph in good lighting of the front of your design and private message me over in the community and tell me what the item is. I would really appreciate it because I'm going to need that information tomorrow when I talk to the merch company. I'm going to need to show them, look, this, because if you look at the pictures when you go to place the order, it doesn't look like that. It's not supposed to look like that. So yeah, just very, very frustrating, very unfortunate. This is not the kind of, you know me. I don't like to put out half-ass work. That's upsetting. It's not indicative of my style, my integrity. I'm not going to make people pay for things that look like garbage. It's very upsetting. So yeah, send me a picture if you can. Sharon, that's not the heart, the blue heart line is not affected. I've seen the pictures of that merch. They look great. And that's also what makes it so frustrating. Is the one design with the blue heart looks amazing. Wonderful. I couldn't believe that it actually looks like it's legitimately glowing. But I didn't realize that there was a problem with the Badge of Honor lines. So I'll get it fixed, you guys. I will. We'll figure it out. We'll get it fixed. We'll get everybody who has a lame piece of merch a new piece of merch. I've suspended the sales of both of those. If you go on there now, you can only see the one. I packed the others up so nobody else can order anything until we get it fixed. All right. Well, this seems pretty easy. It's very watery. I guess I expected it to be thicker. But it did, you can see on the first one, it did soak in. I mean, you can hardly tell it's there now. So, like I said, I think it'll dry clear and it'll just gives it an extra bit of, sorry about that. Mute that. Extra bit of strength to it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside to dry. 20 minutes it says. And then we'll get started on a new one. Maria, you ordered the mug, but you haven't received it yet from the Badge of Honor line. I haven't seen any mugs yet. So anyone who ordered a mug, I'd love to see if it looks as bad as the hoodies and the t-shirts do. All right. Got my kit here. See? I organized all of my colors. Isn't that cool? And I have a nice roller to roll my gems down now. I have some better pens that are more sturdy and more comfortable to hold. My wax out, the tray out, get some tweezers out, and pick one of the designs. Tina, you don't think your water bottle looks horrible? You know, you guys keep saying it's fine, it looks fine, but it's not supposed to look like that. There's not supposed to be any white dots around that design at all. It's supposed to be like the other product line where it looks kind of glowy. Yeah, I don't know. It's really unfortunate. And I'm really shocked that they didn't reach out to me and say something. Jill, the wax is for the tip of the pen. You see how there's a little hole there? So you put the wax in there, and that's how you pick up the gems. See? It's the wax. And you just poke it in there. See? And it stays in the... Is it in there? Why can't I see it? Where is it? What? Where'd it go? Am I losing my mind? Okay, what is happening? I'm so confused. It's like it's pushing. Oh, I see. It's not coming. It's not. Ooh, I hear thunder. Aaron's outside putting out the garbage. There's supposed to be some storms coming through tonight. I don't know. Is it this wax? What's going on? This is not working properly. I think it's turning clear. All right, hold on. Let me try it with the gems. Okay. Take the plastic off the wax. There's plastic on there? I think you're right. Oh my goodness. What an idiot I am. Wait, no, it's only on one side though. Is it on both sides? Oh my goodness. Rhonda, I'm an idiot. That's hilarious. Stupid. Okay. Let's try this again. So now if we poke it in there, it's actually going to pick up. It's actually going to pick up the wax into the tip. Oh, somebody just put me out of my misery. Just put me out of my misery. I am done. Pack it up. I'm done. Okay. Now we have some wax to go with. I think let's see. I think we're going to work on this one right here on top. I kind of put them in order. This is the, what do I do with the, this is, which one is this? Ursa Major, one that Anna wanted, Ursa Major. Yeah, you guys, now everybody knows not to do that. Don't. I just got pushed. I'm like, what? This is perplexing. Why isn't it working? I did get the light table, but just as I suspected, because it's larger than the diamond painting, there's all this light coming out from around the diamond painting. So I am going to purchase something. I'm thinking like maybe that rubbery stuff that you can use in the bottom of your silverware drawer or something. Not the contact paper, but the more rubbery stuff. I'm thinking if I get that, I can lay it down over the light table and just cut out like a frame to go over the diamond painting, and then it'll serve two purposes. It'll block the light, except for what shows through, and it'll hold it in place. So that's my plan for that. I like peeling garlic, always one more layer. Yeah, Michael. Anna did amazing with the diamond painting. I know, Kim, she did such a good job. She picked it up and went to town. There was no qualms, no hesitation, no learning curve. She just picked it up and got right to it. It was so cool to watch her do that. She was super fast. She did 2 whole stickers and a bunch of her unicorn's mane. It's very good. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm going to let's do the M's first. Alberta, you use sticky tack instead of wax. That's cool. That makes sense. Seems like that would work just fine too. I love having it in the jars instead of the little pouches. All right, and off we go. Yeah, Kathy, Dyson could work too, but Dyson's more expensive than what I'm thinking of. So I don't know if I want to spend the extra on Dyson just for that. We used to use Dyson a lot when Anna was little in physical and occupational therapy. Actually, I would still use it if we had some of it because um, it keeps things from sliding around on her, like her bowl at dinner time and stuff like that. It's really handy for that. I actually don't know how much Dyson is. I just know that her OT used to tell me how expensive it was. So I have no idea how much a roll of it is actually. I have to look it up. Might not even be as expensive as I think, but it is very sticky, and I don't know if I really wanna. It's got a very tacky feeling to it. Although then I think the other stuff I'm thinking of will stay put, though, without being so heavy and tacky. Can you guys hear that thunder? Ooh, that's a big thunder. It's very grumbly. Hi, Danielle. Stacy, you woke up from your third nap today. How you doing? How you hanging in there? I napped today as well. I don't know how long I napped for, but I was ready to get up and get moving and take a shower and go get some work done. And then Aaron decided to brush my hair. And he has like a whole system. Like when he brushes my hair, he has a regimen that he does. And so he brushes it with the brush first. And then after he does that, he combs through it with the comb. And it takes him a while. He's very methodical about it. And I think he really enjoys doing it. I think it's very calming for him. But it's also very calming for me, and it puts me to sleep sometimes. So I'm like, well, and then he just leaves me. He just leaves me to sleep, and I tell him all the time, just wake me up. Like I don't want to be sleeping. I need to be working. I need to be doing things. He never listens to me. He always leaves me to sleep. I think he just likes the peace and quiet. He's like, she's asleep. I get peace and quiet. Well, I mean, he still has to deal with Anna, but I bet you that's what it is. I want to ask him. uh, I still feel tired though. This one is staying crooked. I told you to turn. Yeah, exactly. He says one down, one to go. Maybe he should brush her hair too. Maybe he could put her to sleep. I swear sometimes it puts me in like a trance. You guys ever hear about how you can like lay chickens on their back and they go into a trance? Or you can like I think pet between their eyes or something. I don't know. There's some weird thing with chickens. That's what it makes me feel like. It feels like he puts me in. I know, Becky, there's a method to his madness. Exactly. Yeah. The man's not stupid. He's figured out. I don't know. I don't know if that's why, because then I remember I had set my alarm because I didn't want to like stay asleep and I knew he wasn't going to wake me up. So I'm dozing off. I set my alarm. And when it woke me up, he came over and he's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Whatever." And he's like, "I cleaned toilets while you were asleep." So it's not even like he sat down and just did nothing. He's cleaning bathrooms while I was napping. Oh, geez. So funny. Ask him now. I think he was taking out the garbage. I think he's breaking down boxes. But how's he going to put boxes out there in the rain? That's not going to go over very well. Have a big box of soggy cardboard. Cheryl, there was an explosion 2 miles away from our house last night in Michigan. It sounded like thunder. I think I saw something on social media about that this morning, Cheryl. When I woke up early this morning, I think I saw something about that. It's crazy. Was it in Macomb County? Lisa says, I love Aaron's hair. He looks like a different man. I don't think he looks completely different, but it is fascinating how good he looks both ways to me. I'm like, wow, I liked you with your long hair. I like you with your short hair. Jennifer says, that's the smallest diamond dart I've ever seen. Yeah, I love these. You can get them done in one night. These are the paint gem kits that I've been sharing with you guys that I have a discount code for. So if you're interested, the information's in the video description. You can go check them out. They've got all kinds of great kits of them, all different designs. And you get about 8 to 12 of them in a kit, depending on, they've got some that are a little bit bigger that have like the national parks on them. I want to get those ones. I think they're really cool. But those ones are more like rectangular and these are square. And so this one came with like 12, I think. And you get everything you need to do them. But it's nice because they're more easily digestible. You can get them done in a one session instead of having to put it up and come back to it later, which I really appreciate. All right, now we're going in with the C's. James, you just like him. I've always been attracted to guys with longer hair. My son's father had long hair when we met, and then he got it cut short for work. One of my other exes had long hair when we met, and then he got it cut short for work. So I have a history of dudes with longer hair. In fact, my very first boyfriend of 3 years also had long hair. So yeah, definitely the long hair thing is a common trend in my life. But I don't know. Look at Aaron with the short hair, and it makes me. I get a little transfixed. I keep catching myself staring at him. Like, wow, my husband's cute. It's funny. It's good, it's good to stir up the embers once in a while. So, but I think from the sounds of it, he's going to keep it this way going forward. I don't think he intends on growing it back out again. He's really not dealing well with hair loss as he gets older, and he feels like this is like a preemptive strike. He's like, haha, you can't get me because I just cut it all off, and there you go. Keeps saying he doesn't want to look like Hulk Hogan. So we'll see what happens, but I have a feeling he's gonna keep it short from now on. But yeah, I think he looks good. He might even take some more of the beard off and play around with that. He said he was going to do it in phases. So Michael, Aaron better get some castor oil and horsehair to regrow that mane if he's worried about being Yule Runner. That's funny you say that because Austin, my son was just telling me that he's putting castor oil in his hair to make it grow thicker, that his dermatologist told him about that. I'd never heard that before. But when Aaron went to the dermatologist and talked to her about his growing balding spot, she was just like, "You're getting old, dude." It's like she didn't offer up anything. I think the difference is that he's not, he there's nothing to thicken. Like it's disappearing from that section of his head. So I guess she was pretty much like, well, you could do some Rogaine, but for the most part, I wouldn't expect hair to grow in that spot again. Lisa, you love Anna's hair. Yeah, she likes her hair long. She did not want to cut it. She talked about it at one point about possibly taking like 4 inches off. And then when we got there and the hairdresser asked her, she was like, I don't want it cut, just a trim. So it's gonna be hard if she ever like books a television or movie role and they want her to chop her hair off. I know she'll do it. She's already said she would do it, but she might be a little sad about it. I don't know. Susie, you were diamond painting this morning for a few hours with friends. We call it diamond dabbing. That's cool. Sounds like fun. Do you get together in person and do it, or is it video chat? Or I like diamond painting. I think is a lot easier to do socially because you don't have to. You can talk while you're doing it. Whereas with things like the crocheting, sometimes if you're talking while you're doing it, it throws you off and you mess up your stitch count or lose track of where you are. So it's easier to chit chat and hang out while doing the diamond painting for sure. Was that C that I just did? Why did I put the bottle back? That was silly. That was a silly decision. Thank you, Lisa. I lead a group in person almost weekly. Oh, wow, that's cool. Last week had 14 women. Today was 3. Very cool. I bet people are very appreciative of that social time. It always seems to go faster with a friend. Yes. Yeah, everything always seems to go faster with a friend, no matter what it is. I used to ask my best friend to come just sit with me while I did cleaning around the house if I had to like gut a closet and reorganize it or anything like that because it always makes it seem so much easier and faster. Yeah, Cheryl, I did. I saw that. I saw the pictures. It looked pretty horrific. Very big explosion. All right, let's do the Z's. They're purple. There's just a few of them. Just a little sprinkling. Get you in a little closer for a little bit. You know, I successfully I successfully kept dog hair out of this office for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. And then one time I went out there and I stupidly laid down on the floor with her with my hoodie on. It wasn't even that, not this hoodie, and this hoodie's been washed a couple times anyway. One time, and now I just find nonstop dog hair everywhere in this room, and she never comes in this room. It's crazy. It's like glitter. Hey, baby. I heard him. I heard him cough, but I don't know where he is. Dog glitter. Yes, Vicky. Exactly. It's definitely like dog glitter. Look at, here's another one. Speaking of, babe, is that you? Are you done? Are you done with the garbage? How are you like dealing with the fact that it's storming with cardboard boxes?
There's only like one, like little pieces and stuff. I mean,
Are they in the recycle bin or are they out?
yeah, well, no, the ones they're garbage ones are not recyclable. They got like tape and stuff all over.
But are they going to be okay out there and like
Yeah.
they're not going to blow around the neighborhood or anything?
No.
Okay.
If anything, if it's rains, they'll get waterlogged.
Yeah.
But there's only like 3 of them that are like put inside each other.
Question.
Yep.
I was talking with everybody about how you brush my hair and comb it, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And how every time I fall asleep, you don't wake me up.
Yeah.
Even though I ask you to. And I said that my theory is that maybe because then you get peace and quiet while I'm sleeping.
No, because I try to wake you up and you don't wake up. I have tried. Like today, I was like, it took me a while to get you up.
Yeah, it takes a couple tries. It's not that you want peace and quiet.
No.
You sure? He's all serious, you guys. He's not even finding the humor in it. He's just like, no, really. That's not it at all.
Do you want water?
Oh, I think I have some. Thank you. I'm good. I keep getting dog hair on the table over and over again. It's on my hoodie somehow. Yeah. I'll take my hoodie off. Well, there you go. He didn't find it as funny as we did. He's all serious. Trying to adjust the lighting. Is that better? Maybe the lower lighting is better. What do you guys think? All right, we're going to move on to the D's. Susie, I'm working on I think I said it was Ursa Major. It's one of the ones that Anna picked out. Chelsea, instead of dog hair, you find your cat hair everywhere. Yeah, I guess Mimi used to shed too. Not as bad as Jameli though. Jameli's a shedding queen. I have to say, the time between Mimi and Jameli when we didn't have a pet for that purpose, as far as pet hair and stuff goes, it was nice. It was a lot less vacuuming and dusting that had to happen on a regular basis, but she's worth it. She's the best dog. She's such a sweet girl. And she's funny. Oh, is that a D? Yes, it is. Jameli is perfect, just saying. She is about as close to perfect, I think, as you can get for a dog. And that was even more apparent when my dad visited with his dog. Made it even more obvious how awesome Jamel is. My dad's dog is cute and she's sweet, but she's definitely not as well trained as Jameli, which is understandable because she didn't go through a $17,000 training program. That was a fast round. Wasn't very many of those at all. All right, then move on to the E's. Jameli's definitely a character, Wendy. She has her own personality. Oh, Penny, get some rest. No worries at all. Tina, you took a nap. It's supposed to be an hour, ended up being 2 hours. I feel you. It happens to me too. I do remember Aaron trying to wake me up at one point, and I was like, oh, I want to sleep more. I think I was having a really good dream. I was having dreams about Anna. Probably because she was right there on the side of the room doing her school, doing her lessons online, and I could hear her talking. So it was probably affecting the dream I was having. I don't remember exactly what it was about. I just remember that it was about Anna. And usually if I'm having good dreams, like, I don't want to wake up. I want to keep having this dream. Sometimes you just need sleep. Yeah, well, and I've been pulling some all-nighters lately, which I don't usually do, but it's been necessary in the last couple months to do sometimes. And then it kind of throws everything off for a couple of days. So I don't like it. I like how much I get done when I'm up all night, but I don't like how it kind of throws everything off for 2 days afterward. Oh, I'm so mad about this merch. If you guys weren't here in the beginning, I talked about an issue with the merch lines that we just sold a bunch of. And I asked if you purchased anything from the pink Badge of Honor merch line, or if you purchased anything from the blue Badge of Honor merch line, if you could please take a photo of the front of the product you received where the design is in good lighting and send me the photo through a private message. I would very much appreciate it, especially if you purchased, because I'm pretty sure I know that the hoodies and the t-shirts need to be reprinted. And it seems like maybe the water bottles, but especially if you purchased a water bottle or a tote or a mug, I would like to see what those look like. So anyone who has those who could do that for me tonight or early tomorrow, I would very much appreciate it. So I'd like to have those when I talk to the merch company about this tomorrow. I'll probably talk to them in the early afternoon. I think I got them all. Danielle, you've been having really weird dreams lately. The other night you dreamt that 35-year-old son ate all of your instant oatmeal in one sitting. Aaron and I were just talking about Austin. I forget exactly what we're talking about, but he says that kid nearly ate us out of house and home when he was he sounded like such an old man when he said that. That boy nearly ate us out of house and home. All right, G. Stacey, you got a blue Badge of Honor t-shirt? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sending me a photo of the front of it, I'd like to get my eyes on it and see. See if it looks as bad as some of the other things do. Just really disappointing. Thank you, Tina, for the super sticker. Thank you. Sharon thought you were gonna early morning what? Thought I was gonna do what early morning? I tried to call the ambulance company today. I got that bill came in yesterday. Waited on hold for as long as I could, and then I'm like, okay, I just have to try them back tomorrow. But another that bill was just as high as the emergency room copay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do okay. Thought we were gonna do 4 at a time. Or not. Try that again. Oh, there's another one. I go sideways. Okay. Oh, that's 5. Go with it. Cool. It's like sucking them up. Like when I get close to them, it's like there's some static or something. It's pulling them up into it. It's weird. I wonder if there's different quality, like different levels of quality of these little gemmy things. You know? Like if you can purchase, like most of the time you get a kit and they come with the kit. So it's not like you're buying them on your own. And I don't know of anyone doing freestyle gemming. That would be kind of crazy. Wendy, the bill for the ambulance is ridiculous. Next time I'll call Uber. Wendy, I'm for real. I told Aaron, I said never again. I said next time, like you can drive me or I'll walk. Like 1,000. It was over $1,000 just to have the ambulance drive me up the street 10 minutes. Like insanity. I can't. I'm hoping the insurance covers some part of it because it's nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Oh, see? Look at what it's doing. It's sucking them up on there. Hold on. Wait for it. And then they're like not in a line like they're supposed to be. They're all mishmash. Kim, I hope you can pay for the ambulance and payments. Me too. My goodness, me too, because I can't. I certainly can't pay for it all outright. Oh no. I definitely can't pay for it in one. So this isn't gonna work well if it keeps grabbing them as I'm going down there. I just have to swoop in real fast, I guess. I have to surprise them. Gotcha. Ah, like that. There we go. See? Just have to sneak up on them. And it goes better. There we go. That's working. Michael, at that cost, they should let you keep the ambulance. Yeah. Yeah, and they don't tell you that, you know. They don't tell you that part. They're like, "Oh, we can take you to the hospital." And I made that decision because I didn't want Aaron to take the girls. I didn't want to have to drag, the whole family up to the hospital. My mom was on her way out to stay with Anna. We didn't know exactly what was going on. So here I'm thinking I'm making a better decision for my family. Didn't realize I was taking food out of our mouths in the process. Like, otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. If they would have said, we can take you to the hospital, but it's going to cost you $1,000 out of pocket, then I would have been like, yeah, that's okay. I think I'll just hang out here and, you know, see how it goes, because it would have been fine if I would have stayed home, just laid in bed for 3 hours and waited. Eventually it would have been fine. And then it just goes back to the same situation of last year. We were paying what were we paying? $3,200 a month for our medical insurance. $3,200 a month for our medical insurance premium. That's like, I don't even know, what does that work out to? Some like $45,000 for the year in medical insurance premium, for an insurance company to refuse to pay for my disabled child's wheelchair when she's a serious fall risk and can't walk long distance because of her muscles, and refuse to pay for a assistive feeding device. And, they don't even cover the ambulance ride to the hospital. Like, what on earth are we paying these people for? It's crazy. If you pay what you can afford monthly, you should be fine with the ambulance and or hospital bill. I hope that they allow, to pay what we can afford, it's going to be like $20. So I hope they allow that. It's going to take forever. I was already trying to pay off our other debts this year, so hopefully They don't say you have to make a minimum, payment of $100 a month or whatever. But I'll call them again tomorrow, find out what the deal is. Make sure they checked, touched base with the insurance company to see if they were going to cover any part of it first. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to have to do the same thing with the ER copay, the $1,000 just to walk in the door of the ER. I'm going to have to make payments on that too. So you got to get all that stuff set up. It's just crazy to me how this stuff works. Max for your insurance is $3,900 out of pocket each year. Oh, you must have some really nice insurance. I think ours, I don't remember what our out-of-pocket max is. I want to say like 15,000 or something. I don't know. I'd have to look. Makes you wonder where all the insurance money is going, right? Yeah, what are they doing with that 45,000 a year? I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. This one is upside down. What are you doing? Oh, gone now. It took off. There we go. Debbie Aaron's hair looks awesome. Yeah, it really does. Turned out nice. He's definitely overwhelmed by all of the attention about his hair. He's not one of those guys who enjoys all of the hooping and hollering and cat calls, and it's funny. I was like, "Oh, babe, the ladies are liking your haircut." And he's like, "Oh, come on." It's so funny. I find it funny. He says it's ridiculous. Yeah. Wendy, yeah, who's getting steak dinners? Vicky. That's good. That's good that you qualify for that. We don't qualify for the Affordable Care Act. We don't qualify for the marketplace insurance plans. At least not last year. This next year we might, because boy, did our income go down a lot. I just submitted our corporate taxes for the business, and it's half of what it was the year before. I knew that it had dropped drastically, but it was really eye-opening to see it on paper. So maybe this next time around we'll be able to get a more discounted insurance rate. Ouch. He does look 10 years younger, Joanna, doesn't he? It's crazy. He definitely looks younger. He can't help it that he's so handsome. It just cracks me up how uncomfortable. I'm just laughing. I think it's funny. And he's just like melting into the floor. He's like, At least he's not one of those guys that's just all about getting attention. Poor Aaron, we're freaking him out. A little bit. Just a little bit. He'll be okay. Aaron has a baby face now. Oh, wait till he takes off more of his beard. That's why he won't shave it. He won't shave his beard off completely. He says, and I look like I'm 12. So, but I think he's going to take off a little more of it at some point, like the sides. Just leave a goatee or something, like he had when he was younger. Oh, come back. Oh my goodness. Where are you going? I have to get some more of these. I'm not even halfway done with these G's. That's where we're at. For a family of 3, you have to earn less than $99,440 for the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, I think this next time around will be the first time in 3 years that we will qualify. Because, like I said, I just got the corporate taxes back and saw what that looked like, and so I'm pretty sure once that all translates onto my personal return that we will meet that requirement. Maybe not. We might end up being just outside of the range again. I don't know. I'll find out soon enough. Bookkeepers are working on that stuff. They definitely get you, the insurance companies, when you work for yourself and you have your own company and stuff. The insurance plans that you even have access to from the get-go, like just right out the gate, are more expensive because you're not in a group plan where you have over 80 people, paying for the same insurance. Like when you have a job with a bigger employer, they can bundle up and get better rates for everyone because there's more people. And then on top of that, I've noticed that the coverage of the plan is not as good also. Like on top of being more expensive, what's covered in under the plan is not as good. And I think again they get away with that because you don't have a whole bunch of people or big employers demanding, you know, good coverage for the money. You're just kind of on your own and they're like they can do whatever they want. Even though we're paying a butt ton for the premium, it's still not, it's like a speck, right? Compared to what they get from everyone else, from big employers with hundreds of employees and things of that nature. They get paid so much more money from those clients. So they have to cater to those clients more and meet their demands. Whereas the self-employed people is like, here, this is what we're willing to offer you. You get what you get. Because when I had insurance through my employer back when Anna was younger, like when she had her double leg surgery, that was good insurance. That was the best insurance I ever had in my life with my company that I was with when she had her double leg surgery. We had over $1 million in claims that year for Anna's medical care between her surgery and her therapies and her braces and everything else. Well over $1 million in claims, and I paid hardly anything, almost nothing out of pocket that year. Just very minimal, I think a couple of $20 copays, and that was it. So just a huge, huge difference. And I didn't have to pay that much. I think I was paying $300 a month out of my paychecks for that insurance. And my employer was paying maybe like another $500 a month, $600 maybe. But, that's the decision you make when you decide to work for yourself. There's definitely benefits that make up for, you kind of got to weigh the pros and cons, figure out if the perks of working from home or having your own company, if they outweigh the cons for you. For me, they definitely do. And that time of my life, having the job that had the insurance coverage was what we needed because Anna needed that big surgery. And I can't imagine doing that without the good coverage that I had. But now at this time in our life, I need to be able to work from home and cover everything so that Anna can be homeschooled. And so this is what's working for us now. So it's worth it to me, especially, some days I question. Some days I'm like, am I doing the right thing? And then we had our homeschooling evaluation today, and it was so good. And the lady was so impressed with everything that we're doing. She said that Anna is definitely, out of all her clients that she has, Anna's definitely learning the most and taking the most unique classes, and it's good to hear, it's good to get some feedback on how I'm doing as a homeschool mom. So I know I'm doing the right thing for what she needs right now. Oh, for sure, Stacy. She definitely gets much better schooling at home than she would in any school, public or private. I fully 1,000% feel that way. Michael says, wild costs for such basic things, as if only certain people can cover such high payments while others suffer. Well, I mean, individuals who don't have the income level are, typically on either a discounted insurance plan, like through the marketplace coverage, or if their income is low enough, then they're getting state Medicaid, which is most of the time fully covered. I think they have some spend down programs now where if you're making just over the limit of what they require for full 100% coverage Medicaid, then they say, well, if you pay this small amount per month, we'll still cover the rest. So there's different programs out there for people in different positions, but the frustrating part is that unfortunately, there's like a gap. There's like I don't want, it's not a sweet spot because it's not sweet, but there's like a place in between that sometimes people get stuck in, where if their income is below X, then everything they get help with a lot of their basic needs. And if it goes above that, they get cut off. But if they're not making, quite enough to cover everything for themselves, then that's where the problem comes in. It happens a lot with, I mean, I know I experienced it when my older two kids were younger and I was on assistance, where, they would tell you like, well, you're working 3 too many hours every 2 weeks to get this, full amount of food assistance. So you either reduce your hours to get what you need to buy food, or you lose all of your food assistance and have to pay out of your paycheck for food and then don't have enough for other needs. You know what I mean? Like it's this weird catch-22 that I don't understand why they haven't corrected that. Like after all these years, why haven't they done anything to alleviate that drop off? Make it more of a sliding scale, gradual thing. I feel like it would help more people get off of the assistance if they felt like their needs were being met while they were working towards that. But what do I know? Oh, Chelsea, okay. Definitely do that. I think we're now about halfway done. These have been taking me about 3 hours pretty consistently every time. We're at, like, an hour and a half. It looks to me like we're about halfway done. So, yeah, Joanna, I've been there, done that, you know? I was a teen mom, and I was on my own, left home when I was 16, so definitely had to utilize whatever programs were available. And, you know, when you have a child and you're by yourself, and then later 2 children and you're by yourself, it's really hard to work because the amount of money that you can make at a job with just a GED, you know, minimum wage is not enough to cover childcare and all of your monthly living expenses. So it's like, how are you supposed to, you know, I'm working just to pay the babysitter. That's all. I'm making enough to pay the babysitter, and then I have nothing to pay the bills. So what's the point in going to work then? I just stay home and raise my own children. But yeah, it's really hard. And then they, you know, they've made it so that you have to be doing something. You can't just sit around and collect money. Like, you have to either be going to school or working at least part-time. Chelsea, you got a few more nights till your diamond painting is finished. Tina, you definitely don't have the patience to do this. I feel like it's relaxing, but I can see how some people would be like, nope, I'm ready to be done. It's profound to hear about the $1 million claims just for Anna's leg surgery. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a massive, massive surgery. Um, I think the surgery itself, gosh, I don't even remember how much the surgery itself was. And then, of course, there's separate charges for, like, the anesthesiologist and the hospital stay, and, you know, every little thing has its own separate claim. And then, like I said, all of the therapy that we had to do after that to get her walking. It feels like so long ago now. It's crazy. 5 years. It's been 5 years already. She's had walking legs. Hmm. Stacy, you watch Little House on the Prairie while you do your diamond painting? Cool. Is it difficult to see the diamonds on a dark background? Joanna, not really. Like, do you mean if the tray were dark? Like yeah, if they were sitting in a dark tray, it would be really difficult to see them. But like once you put them on the diamond painting itself, they're sparkly. Hillary, no Zen for you filling out medical forms for a new doctor's appointment tomorrow. Oh boy. I hope you have a good appointment. That hints at Anna's real worth apart from net worth and income. Yeah. That's what I should tell those people, those crazy people who they Google AMC Princess Anna and they find these garbage websites that
I found a few places near you. The first one is
Hey,
public
hey Google,
services at
stop. Hey Google,
11,255.
stop. Okay, I shouldn't have said her name. These people who look up AMC Princess Anna on the internet, they find these garbage articles that are just complete, junk spam that say that she or we or whatever, there's like a $3 million net worth or whatever. It's like so absurd. And then they're like, what do you do with all this money? Where is all that money? I'm like, I have no idea. I wish I knew where all that money was. It'd be great to have a $3 million net worth. But no, that is definitely not reality. But I should tell them from now on. I should be like, yeah, part of that's in her legs. $1 million of that is her leg surgery. Have you guys ever Googled yourselves? It's kind of crazy what's out there. And sometimes it's stuff you don't want out there. But if you've never done it, you should try it sometime. Just Google yourself with your city and state. So like you put like your first and last name and your city and state. See if you find anything. That would be what they're referring to, and they talk about your digital footprint. All right, I think I can't use the 3-piece anymore, or the 4-piece, because there's one. There's another one on the side. Wendy, you can't believe how many of you there is? Because you have a more common name, huh? But how many of you are there just in your area? Hillary, I was shocked to find myself named top political rabble rouser in South Florida in 2016. Why would you be shocked to find that? That's awesome. Stacy, you found another one of you in Utah with the same first, middle, initial, and last name. Ooh, that's always weird. Wait a minute. Hi, Debbie. Oh, wait, A's. Oh, that's right. We always end up with the H's and A's at the end, don't we? The even darker blue and the full-on black. I am looking for G's. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you can find your like, I think Aaron said there's somebody out there with his name. And I think they were also in California. My name is super common, so there's a kabillion of me as well. Unless you look up my nickname. That is super unique. I feel hungry. What time is it? 2:00 in the morning. Why am I feeling hungry? I should not feel hungry. I think I might need to go up to the next dosage of my medicine this next time around. I have 2 more weeks of this one. There's 3 of you in New York. Chelsea, so far in Ohio, I found 5 of you. Bambi, barely see anyone with the same name as you. That can be both a good thing and a bad thing, depending on the situation. Really? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Wendy. I think there is another one of you that follows us. Yeah, that could become. I thought about that the other night when we were. I was talking to the mods about, people trying to join the community with an alias, and I thought at some point we may run into a problem where people with no, I guess because it actually, I take it back. It's not going to be an issue because it goes by your email. So as long as it's a different email address, but as far as identification, just within the community, you'd have to, oh, that's the Wendy with this picture, and there's the Wendy with the other picture. Now you're eating a chocolate brownie. I want a bite. Michael, that's good if you're only finding old information. That's good. I wish it were the same for me. It was not my experience. It was all. I never had an issue until we moved to Florida. Apparently, they like to take your voter registration information and sell it to people. That was a little frustrating, trying to protect my child and my family, and state of Florida is just putting all my stuff out there. Oh, we're getting close. Getting very close. I thought we got some cookies. We got First Watch for breakfast, and they forgot a couple things. And when Aaron went back, I think they gave him a couple cookies. I wonder what he did with those. I haven't seen or heard anything about them since. I wonder if he ate them. Hey, babe. Where's the cookies, babe? Because when I told him last night that I was hungry, he never said anything about cookies. Sharon says he ate those. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. He would. He's got a bad sweet tooth. Baby! He also might have fallen asleep. Let's see. There's one here. Did I get them all? I think I did. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the H's. Maybe I'll do the A's first, and then, because the A's are kind of around the edges, and then I can fill in what's left. I think I'll do that. That's why he's been so nice. He ate all the cookies. Sharon says, I wonder if he hides a candy stash in the laundry room. I don't think he goes to that length, but I've caught him in the kitchen sneaking things. He's like my dad. He reminds me of my dad so much in many ways. Remember when I was little, my dad would just take he would have there'd be like a thing of frosting in the the refrigerator, I guess leftover frosting, maybe from frosting a cake or something. You just go in the fridge, open it up, stick a spoon in it, eat it. Ugh. Ugh. Oh man. I can't do that. I can't do a lot of super sweet stuff. It's too much for me. I'm a salt person. But my dad has a big sweet tooth. So does Aaron. All right, A is definitely the black. See, Wendy? Oh, go the right way. There we go. Almost there. I feel like, I don't know if it's the tray or the gems, but I feel like the ones I used to do when Anna was smaller, they cooperated better in the tray. Like it was easier to get full lines of them to just get them to just lay down, and have full lines like that. I know it does get very sparkly once they're all on. Definitely. Jennifer, I hate when I get a bunch set up in lines and I accidentally hit it and mess them all up. I know. That's the worst. Like, no. Stacy, you're almost done with your first set of kitty coasters. Just one more. Very nice. Very good. I'm going to do that set. When I'm done with the space stuff, I'm going to do that set of kitty coasters. I've got quite a few space ones to finish first. Anna picked out like half of them she wants me to do. Oh, I bet they have lots of unicorn ones, Wendy. I bet there's a whole bunch of them out there. Yeah, Anna would like that. Ugh. Ocean life coasters? Oh, that sounds cool too. You know, it would be really cool to find, but I bet they don't have them. Star Wars diamond painting coasters. I would do those in a heartbeat because it would match our family room. Match our family room decor. Make those for Erin. I part like my name because it's so unique. Yeah, well, me too. That's why I don't share it online. It's one of the reasons. There's actually a few reasons, but one of them being that I actually really like my name and it is very unique and it drives me nuts when people spell it wrong. And they do all the time. I actually had a boss that she was like one of my best bosses and we were actually pretty close, but for whatever reason, for 6 years, she spelled my name wrong. Like almost every time she'd send an email, it'd be spelled wrong. But also, you know, another reason is just to protect Anna, make sure people can't find us, figure out where we live, come to our home, things like that. If I went by my name that I go by in person, it would be too easy. But yeah, I like how unique my name is. I think that's why it bothers me so much when people don't spell it the way it's meant to be spelled. It's like using chopsticks, only on a much smaller scale. Trusty, there's quite a few Star Wars diamond painting kits, right? But are there any Star Wars coasters? I'm specifically looking for drink coasters. I don't know if I would do. I guess I'd have to look at them. I don't know if I would do a big one. Ooh. But yeah, drink coasters would be cool. People often say my name. Oh, your last name. I was going to say Adam. How did they get Adam wrong? People often say my last name wrong all the time. Often it's very amusing. Is it bowls? Do they say bowels when it should be bowls? Becky, you wanted wall art? You want to do the big ones? There's some really big ones. Like you can get full on like 20 by 24 diamond paintings. The kind of thing that you would, after you put it in a matting and frame, you would hang it over your fireplace, like that kind of large. They have them. I think it's insanity. Take you like 6 months of nonstop work to complete it, but they're out there. You can get like Thomas Kincaid diamond art prints that are really big. I had one. I think I gave it to my daughter because it's like, I'm never actually going to sit down and do this. The only coasters you see are kind of cartoonish. Yeah, that's not as much fun. That kind of coaster is not going to absorb water. That's true. Yeah, no, they're meant for decoration. They're not meant for absorbing water. It's just so you can have a cute and fun coaster. But if you use glasses that sweat a lot, then it's not going to work out well. Jamelli, you go find the cookies in the kitchen. She's like, what? Cookies? Oh, come on. Flip over, will you? Go. Almost done with these A's. Getting right to the end here. Definitely looking forward to using the light table. I think it'll make this a little easier. That's all of them. I think that's all of them. All right. On to the last thing. The H's. Very good. Rhonda, the biggest you've done is 40 by 30 centimeters. What does that work out to in inches? I don't know. I'm not good with conversions. Chelsea, I have one in the Amazon store. The one that I bought. It's not very expensive at all. Okay, H. And Aaron asked me if he could borrow it sometimes. He wants to use it for his drawing. He's like, if I ever need to trace something that I'm working on, can I use it? I'm like, of course you can. I don't know why you even have to ask. But so it's good because I wasn't sure if it was a good thing that I got the bigger size, but I wanted to get it just in case I end up doing a larger diamond painting later down the road. Because they do have one on the Paint Gem site that's specifically for these. And I might get one of those too, but the big one's nice to have. And I think I can make the big one work. Kim, stay sitting down. Guess what I found for you? You found Star Wars diamond painting coasters? Basically, it's approximately 12 by 16. Okay. I can visualize that. That's a good size. That's a pretty good size. Well, especially once you put matting and framing around it, because you have to go up. 12 by 16 probably frames into like 18 by 20, an 18 by 20 size frame. That's pretty good. Good wall hanging. It's not the biggest, but it's not little either. Okay. There we go. Last bit. I like the sound when they all come together and you push them in and you can hear them like hitting each other. That crunch that it makes. There we go. No. Must be Star Wars coasters. Yeah, it has to be, right? What else could it be? Ah, it was there. And it was gone. Why? Back in there. If Amazon doesn't have them, they better shut down. Yeah, it seems like Amazon has everything, right? But you never know with the copyright, especially like big names like Star Wars and Disney, and now Star Wars is Disney. So it gets hard for people to have cool Star Wars stuff without getting in trouble for it. They have to pay a lot of money for the licensing. Oh, where did that go? I don't even know where that. Oh, there it is. Like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to find it. Good night, Danielle. All right, let's see. Good morning from Ireland. Good morning, Caroline. How are things looking in Ireland this morning? What's the weather like over there? Got like 2 more lines of 4, and then I gotta go in individually to finish up. Oh, there's another little sliver. This one is definitely no good. Bye. Well, not you. You stay. Oh, geez. Here we go. Do 1 and 2. Okay. Kind of wet. Yeah, right. It's typically wet over there, huh? You're going to go see your mom. Very good. I hope you have a great day. Is it cold and wet still, or is it definitely one of Aaron and I just made a list of top places we want to go, and Ireland is on it. It's on our top 10. Good night, Julie. Yeah, Wendy, absolutely beautiful. Kat says, I've never seen these in person or read instructions, so I'm curious how it works. What makes them stick and stay on? So it's a little bit hard to see now that we have so many gems on there, but if you look real close where the letters are, see if I can get it to focus for you. I might not be able to get it to focus now. It's too shiny. But there's like a sticky, like a what is it similar to? It's a really sticky, tacky surface on the picture itself. It's kind of goopy jelly. You know how when you get a new credit card or a debit card in the mail and you pull it off of the paper that they mailed it on and there's that sticky stuff on the back? It's almost like that. And so it's spread really thin over the picture. So the picture's printed on the canvas and each color is assigned a letter. And then they put the sticky tack over the top. And so when it arrives, it has a plastic over the top of it. You have to peel that away. And so then with this tool, with the pen, you put wax in there in the top of it. You see there's a little blue ball of wax there. And you use the wax to pick up the gems like that. And then when you push them down onto the canvas, they stick. They stay in place. It's 8 degrees over there. It'll get better as the day goes on. Yeah. Diamond painting kits are made using 2 different types of adhesive. Some companies use double-side tape, while others use poured glue. It's a wet glue that eventually dries. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's true. If you took the cover off of your diamond painting canvas and just left it open, it would eventually dry out and the gems wouldn't stick to it at all. I need to pour some more of these guys. So I have quite a few more to do. Pretty sure my husband fell asleep. So I will give him the same grace he gives me and let him continue sleeping. He'll probably sleep all night now. Although I do need to make sure he put his eye drops in. Because he can't not do that. It's too important. Speaking of which, I should check my blood pressure and take my medicine. A little bit late. Yeah, I guess it is a similar kind of sticky tack or sticky glue to like what they use on the inhumane mouse traps or like fly paper. Similar to that. Now it gets real easy to fill in the gaps. And there's just a few left. Look for the holes. Plop them in. Yeah, no problem, Kat. Chelsea, you gotta check your blood pressure too. Yeah, I should. I'm gonna stop here in just a second and do mine. All right. Almost done. Almost done. Michael says, I saw a video from Ireland. They seem to have a lot of slushy type weather. If that was recent. I think they have a lot of slushy weather year round. And they get quite a bit of days of rain from what I understand. And a little bit chilly. But I think that's also the reason why they have such gorgeous vegetation and lush green. Becky, you don't have to dip the pen in the wax too often. Just whenever it stops picking up the gems for you. I don't usually have to redip it too much. Whoa. Not good. How do you know it's summer in Ireland? If it gets wet and slushy. Some of Ireland had snow last week. Oh, I've got some pieces sticking up over here. What is happening with that? You are not supposed to be like that. Are they upside down? No, it's not pushed down flat. Okay. Uh-oh. Might have missed an A in here. Can't tell. Oh no, maybe it goes this way. There we go. Had some issues on the border. Are your diamonds round? No, they're more square. Sorry. See? They're more of a square shape. Oh, where'd that go? I felt it, but I don't see it. I wonder, since you guys are looking things up, I bet you this exists too. You should see if there's a Swarovski crystal diamond painting. They might even have a kit. It might cost a very pretty penny. But I wonder, I'm willing to bet that at some point someone has created a finished product if there's not a kit for a diamond painting made out of Swarovski crystals. Yeah, Becky, all the ones I've ever done have been square, but I've seen the other kind. I've seen advertisements for them. Ireland is good any time of year. Wrap up and join us. We definitely hope to one day. Absolutely. My dad went there a few years back. He said it was amazing. Jennifer, you don't care for the circle ones that are on the coasters. You'd rather do the square ones. Are the circle ones larger? Anna's kit, they're circles, but they're also probably twice as large. Because it's meant for kids, though. I think they made them bigger on purpose. Good night, Tressie. Sleep well. I'm going to need just a couple more of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not seeing any Swarovski crystal diamond painting. No way. There's got to be something. That's crazy if they've never done it. You would think maybe it's just too expensive. I don't know. You would think they would have at least made one for a display, even if they don't sell them. Jimeli. Jimomo's just a bad dream. All right, one more. I think that's it. And that's the last one. See which ones are sticking up. All right, I have put these away. Tressie. I forgot there's another Tressie. I had a tool, like a pusher tool. I have a roller and I also had a pusher. Where's my pusher? Or maybe I'm just losing it. I swear I had a thing that to push along the edges. Well, so do this. Am I going to put the glue on this one as well, Jennifer? Probably not tonight. I'll probably wait till I have like at least 2 or 3 to do it again. But I do want to take a look at those ones that I did at the beginning just to see now that they're done and supposedly dry. think that's pretty good. Right there. Can kind of feel them. They're sticking up a little bit. Yeah. Yes, Becky, I did buy the roller separately. It was a kit, and it is on my Amazon store if you're interested. So here's the finished product. It goes this way. And then we did at the beginning, we put the coating on these. Oh, they're definitely stiff. Oh, yeah. They're very stiff. I don't know if you can tell. To see how this one, now that it's done, it's just kind of floppy. These are not floppy at all. So it works. It seems to work. Seems to work nicely. Holds everything in place. So we've got 3 done now. 3 down, 6 or 9 more to go. I don't know. So I think 9 more. I think there's a total of like 12 that she wants. So yeah, it still sparkles. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I didn't know if it was going to dull the sparkle, but no, it's still sparkly, and they're locked in there now. So it's cool. I like it. It's good stuff. This is on my Amazon page as well if you're interested in getting some of this for yours. Very easy to use. And it's been, 2 hours and 30 minutes. It didn't even take a full 3 hours this time. That's cool. Very nice. But it is 3 a.m. So I'm going to go to bed now. I'm gonna go see if I can hunt down a cookie, and then I'm gonna go to bed. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I worked on that. And we'll see you next time. I think I'm going to be on tomorrow night as well, because I wasn't on yesterday. And I think I'm going to color. I want to try out my new alcohol markers. So tomorrow night we'll do some coloring. Okay. So have a good night. Sleep well. If it's morning like it is for Caroline, have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.